Hi, Tam here. How do we deal with anger? Anger is a normal emotion. And yes, some people will tell you or will have you believe that they have achieved a Zen state of meditation and they never get angry. And often you will hear such people saying that I never get angry because anger can never get the better of me. I've achieved a total Zen state through meditation. I never get angry. These people are in denial. They do get angry. We all get angry at certain events or certain people. It is part of human nature. It is part of human emotion. And so the state of becoming angry is not something we can control. But once we are in that state of anger, we can control the anger and the reaction to that anger. You see, as human beings, we go through all the ranges of emotions. We are happy and elated and euphoric at times. But sometimes we are sad and depressed. We feel optimistic and courageous and brave at times. But at other times, we feel fear and doubt. Sometimes we are in love and we just fall in love. And everything in the world looks so much brighter and colorful and everything. But at times, we might feel hate for the same people we once loved. We feel compassion and sympathy for others. But at times, we also feel anger at some people or at some situations or events. This is what makes us so wonderful as human beings. All these emotions, this is what differentiates us from machines. This is what makes life so interesting. And that is why we've been endowed with these beautiful emotions. Anger can be constructive. You might have suffered a defeat and you're angry at yourself. And through that self-directed anger, you are now driven to improve yourself, to win. If that anger was not there, that disappointment and anger in yourself wasn't there, then there'd be no drive to do better. So anger can be constructive. But anger can also be destructive. So it is a very powerful emotion. Usually anger towards yourself can be constructive and push you to do more to correct a defeat or a mistake. That, of course, requires that you have the insight to know that I messed up. And then go through the process of being angry that you've messed up because you were not prepared enough, and then continue the process of improving yourself and redirect that anger through some driven energy that will make you better. But here I'm talking about the anger that you have towards the outside world. And I give you an example, typical example. You're minding your own business and somebody insults you, attacks you, maybe verbally on the phone, or by writing a scathing email and copying 20 people. CC, John, Mary, Mohammed, Idris, Natalie, Tam, and everybody now can see that scathing, embarrassing email that your manager or your partner, your associate, has subjected you to. And so now you're very angry. Or maybe you're on your way to work, you're driving and somebody cut you off at a traffic light and then rolled down their window and screamed at you, insulted you, spat on your window and even threw some coffee at your window. You're angry. But how do we deal with these situations? How do we react to the anger? How do we deal with that? With that scathing email? With that person who steps on your shoe, pushes you and insults you when you ask them to please be more careful? How do we deal with such toxic people? You're having a beautiful day. You had a wonderful weekend with family and friends, maybe a family gathering, maybe a party. All was beautiful. The sun was radiating. The birds were singing. It was a wonderful day. And that Sunday ended up beautifully. You finished off your Sunday with a lovely romantic dinner with your partner. And now, Monday morning, you go to work, you get to your office, and you find this scathing, toxic email full of insults and derogatory comments towards you. And you are now angry. The first thing to remember is, do not let witches and demons affect your life. Up to that point, you had a beautiful life. You woke up energetic. Maybe you went on the treadmill for 15-20 minutes before going to work. You're feeling great. You're feeling invigorated. It's going to be a great week. You arrive at your desk and you see this email. And what this scathing email means, it's basically that somebody has taken a huge hot dump on the public floor and CC'd 20 people in that email, and now everybody can see this. And the immediate reaction is to respond with an equally scathing email, telling yourself, I'm going to put this individual in his place. I'm going to show them this is no way of addressing me. And they're going to feel my wrath. But that's a mistake, because that will escalate the situation. This person who has offended you, I can guarantee you it's not the first time they're doing this. They probably have a pattern of such behavior. They're probably known to be toxic in the first place. So they're already in the mud. They've taken a dump on the public floor for everybody to see. And they're in this mud, and they want to put you down in the mud with them and drag you in the mud. And if you reply in a knee-jerk reaction to that email, they will have succeeded in dragging you in the mud. So what you must do is refuse to let them toxify what was a beautiful day up to that moment. Refuse to let them drag you in the mud. No, you stay in the mud. I'll stay on dry land. And you can roll in the mud with pigs. All the best to you. And so do not reply to that email. Give it 24 hours to recollect, calm down, maybe discuss this email with colleagues, friends, family, whoever or whatever is your support group, and then reply the following day. Two things will happen. First of all, you would have calmed down. You would have gotten out of that state of anger, and your email will be an intelligent email, just focusing on the facts. Secondly, the fact that you're not engaging them, you're not replying to them, you're ignoring them, they will be totally humiliated. They've taken a dump on the public floor, and now it's just staying there. No reply from you, you're completely ignoring it, and It's an embarrassment. And they will get flustered and angrier because you're not replying. They might even follow this up with another email to say, I'm expecting a reply by the end of the day or something like that. They've already insulted you. No. You will reply tomorrow on your terms. And so that's how you deal with anger, you know. Don't let those witches and demons pull you into their toxic world. And don't open the door for those witches and demons into your beautiful world, into your positive bubble. They live in a toxic bubble. And they are asphyxiating themselves in their own toxicity. And they're trying to drag you into that bubble so that you can both asphyxiate in that toxicity and negativity. Refuse to engage them. And so yeah, it's very difficult. You're angry, it's a very strong emotion, but you need to calm down and tell yourself, I refuse to allow these people to live in my head. I refuse to invite those negative thoughts in my head. Stay in the mud. I'm not going to participate in your mud rolls. And so when somebody comes to you and says, you know what, I've been meaning to tell you this. I think you're an asshole. I hate you. You know, you're full of shit. You think of yourself as better than me and blah, 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 blah. I hate you. You're a loser. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're silly. And they bombard you with these negative words. Your reply should be, well, you're entitled to your own opinions. And move on.
My point is...
Are you ready to be fucked, man? I see you roll your way into the semis. Dios mío, man. Liam and me, we're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
And let them stand there looking stupid. You go back to your house after work. You try and distract yourself from this negative event. Watch a movie that will generate strong emotions, then go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you will be invigorated again. And that negativity, that anger, these poison arrows that these witches and demons were throwing at you during the day, they will disappear. And you'll wake up better than you were the day before. And so yeah, you're the master of your own vessel. Don't let another captain bump you off and take control of your vessel. No. Push them back in the mud where they came from and remain focused and positive. Cheers.